Okay, and welcome to another episode of our Dominions 5 multiplayer series. This is the Rams game that we spoke about before. We're going to jump around and interview some of the players as we go here, so turns may be out of order. If you're watching, I'll try to specify in the YouTube titles as we go, but we're on turn 8. We're talking to Seldron, or Selge. He is our Asphodel player, and as we mentioned in video 1, rather unusual set of scales for Asphodel, considering the strength of the Black Centaur in um, DE. So Salge looks like turn 8 um, just had a relatively successful expansion into some pale ones, but only one expansion this past turn. You're currently sitting 7 provinces at turn 8. How are things going for you?
Well, things are going mostly pretty good. My real goal here is to just try to get a lot of money, and I'm not using it. I'm building Black Centaurs because, of course, you would, but I'm also trying to build a lot of Minotaurs, which are normally pretty expensive. And I'm going to attempt 3 expansions this turn, so I don't know if it's going to go well or not. I might bounce. I do not play Asphodel very often, so my um, overall feeling for the units might not be as close as they might be for other nations. But basically, the seems like it's going pretty well so far. I've got Ryugo Joe over here to my west, who's right on top of Relay, and those are going to be pretty concerning because I do not want to deal with either of those nations. But besides that, it seems okay.
And have you run into any other neighbors at this point?
As I said, I've got Relay and Ryugo to my west, and I don't see anyone else. I'm sending out some harpies to my east to see if there's anything going on over there. Um,
And we should mention Asphodel has a any forest flying 25 gold scout, the Harpy. I assume you're recruiting those early and often. Is that what you're
yeah,
running with?
I have 4 of them.
So pretty good visibility compared to most other nations, especially from a mobility perspective.
And eventually, I'm going to actually try to use. Right now, my gold income is being used for Minotaurs and expansion, but I hope that within a turn or two, once I got my cap circle cleared, I'll actually start building forts, which is a thing Asphodel doesn't usually do because they're very expensive.
Yeah, they typically use their end gems to automatically create forts in forest provinces, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's usually how they do it, but it's a lot of gems to do that. So I'm trying to save them for more mages
Mm-hmm.
to take advantage of my magic scales for more research.
And then, so you haven't started construction on a second fort yet. Is that accurate?
That is accurate. I've not started yet because if it comes to finding a second fort, I really need it to be worth it, and I haven't decided whether I want to put one or where I want to put one.
Yeah, Province 92 seems to be relatively high income.
92 I was looking at. The only reason I don't really want to do it there is because I don't think that it's strategically a really good spot.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't reached out to Ryugo yet, but I probably will. I think I can probably be like, hey, you stay into this section of the land, and then I won't go any further past here or something like that. He did get that forest, which I really wanted, but I have to do some diplomacy with him. Diplomacy, but haven't really gotten to it yet.
And do you have a first war target yet? I guess is the question on everyone's mind.
No, I do not.
And with this unorthodox build, Scales, Asphodel, are you going for an early war, or do you think this is more of a long-term play?
This is a long term thing.
Okay. And haven't seen any other neighbors. Have you reached out behind the scenes because the map was published ahead of time?
No, I haven't really done any real diplomacy yet on this map yet.
Okay. And looking at the map, it seems to be 75 has some tough indies. How has expansion gone for you otherwise? Any failed expansion or any bumps, anything like that?
I haven't had any failed expansion, but I'm not super pleased with a lot of the options. I've got barbarians in 52, which I'm going to attempt this turn. Don't know how that's going to go. I'm a little nervous about that one. Got a ton of barbarians in 111. The Jaguar tribe in 88 is actually, there's quite a lot of them. So not not the best situation I've ever been in as far as expansion. I was actually hoping to be doing a little bit better at this point,
Hmm.
but you get what you get.
And overall, would you play this scales build again, or do you think it was a one-time build?
I probably wouldn't go with the full production again, but we'll see how it works. It hasn't been long enough for me to be like, oh, this is a total failure yet.
Okay. Well, we do love seeing unorthodox styles, and it's always fun when people try to explore and break outside the. There's a lot of people who like define a meta, but I think Dominion 5 is so complex and there's so many options that you can create a new meta instantly. You just
I
got to be
think,
willing to try.
yeah, I think that when it comes to the meta, it only really works when everyone is playing the meta, and the moment like a few people start going off or playing differently, or even just like not playing perfectly when it comes to diplomacy, then the meta goes out the window very quickly.
Very wise words. Well, Selge, we appreciate the time and look forward to seeing how Asphodel does as we transition out of the expansion phase and into early game.
All right.
Thank you for the
Thank you.
time.
Yeah, no problem. Bye.